Hi, my name is Fiona. Join me as I talk to my colleague Vikas about his love for aviation. Vikas, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
How did you fall in love with aviation?
So the story goes, when I was 9 years old, my aunt, went to visit my aunt, and she lived very close to the international airport at the time. So I went to the terrace and I saw these aircrafts taking off and landing. And it was love at first sight, and it was then I knew that I wanted to fly these machines. It was very difficult for me to believe that human beings were actually flying these things because these were engineering marvels. And then it so happened, I think a year or two later, I went to the airport and I saw these gentlemen, really well dressed with stripes and, really pretty ladies in the back following them. And that's when I knew this is what I want to do.
That's how you fell in love with
That's
aviation.
how I fell in love with aviation, yes.
So what have you learned over the years that you've worked with Rwandair as a fast captain?
Well, first of all, I've been very lucky to have been employed by Rwandair, and it has given me the opportunity to grow professionally and personally. That being said, one thing I've learned about aviation is that it's a very dynamic process. It's continuously learning, and at the same time, you need to be humble and you need to respect work ethic. Work ethic is, I think, paramount in aviation.
Young people tend to, fear flying. Young people tend to fear to take risks.
Yes.
What would you say about that?
Well, it's a very competitive world that we live in today. If you don't take any risks, it's very hard for you to succeed. And if you go back in history, if you look at any successful human being, they've taken risks, they made a lot of sacrifices. But that being said, you need to take calculated risks, and also it's very important to believe in yourself.
That's true.
Yeah.
What do you do on your free time?
In my free time, I like golfing, I like music, I play the drums, and I like to read. Very simple guy.
Who inspires you in your daily, day-to-day life?
My day-to-day life, my father is my inspiration. He's been through it all with me, and he's been my rock from day one. And also I'd like to add that my mother is my best friend, and my fiance is the captain of my ship.
Oh, wow. Nice. A true love story.
That is, yes, it is.
So what can you tell us about yourself?
Well, professionally, I'm a team player. I work really well with others. I'm an easygoing person. With that being said, I also like to maintain a very professional disposition. Personally, I'm a family man. I would like nothing else to do on my day off than to spend it with my family.
With your experience, what do you think makes Rwandair different from other competitors?
Well, that's an easy one because I've been with the company for 6 years now, and it's very, very evident to me that it's high standards and excellent service.
What are your greatest strengths?
I would say professionalism, and at the same time, a lot of people have this misconception that once you're done schooling, the learning stops. That is not the case, I can tell you, with aviation. It's a continuous learning process. So my willingness to learn helps me achieve my goals, and I think I'm able to excel in any area that company sees me fit.
Absolutely. Rwandair, like you said, is a growing, it's a growing company year by year.
Yes,
Where do you want to see yourself in the next role? Where do you want to see yourself, let's say, 5 years from now?
5 years, hopefully it's the next 2 or 3 years. I would like to see myself in a training position, because I strongly believe that what we get, we need to give back. So, and I've always loved teaching. So I think I would do well as a training captain and in the training department.
Oh, nice.
If Rwanda would give me that chance.
So if you had to do it again, would you still choose to be in aviation?
Of course, 1,000% yes.
Those watching this,
Yes.
watching us right now, what would you tell them?
Well, basically, for me, it was very simple. I was very passionate about what I wanted to do, and I was very lucky that I had my father and my mother by my side, and my younger brother. Shout out to my younger brother as well. One thing I've learned is you need to stay true to yourself, believe in yourself, and follow your dream, and hard work always pays off.
Does age matter in aviation?
Not really. No, age is just a number. Age is just a number. Obviously, once you get to about 60, then things might be a little tricky. Because 60 is, I would say, that would be the closing chapter of your aviation career, right? So by 60, you hope to be established. And I have a lot of mentors, and I would really like it if I could be in that position one day when I'm their age, at the age of 60. But age really doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure.